Alright guys, welcome back. CFP here with Survival Living. Today we're working on running some water into the trailer, the enclosed trailer. Now we do have water as far as a shower and toilet needs, but I really need to get something hooked up, so we decided to do a valve to fill up water jugs, things like that, since we don't have a water faucet as far as, collecting drinking water. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and install this. We've got our PEX and everything. So we're going to be installing that into the bathroom today. And I figured, hey, why not do a video on it, show you what we're working on here. Right now I've got to hook up all the Teflon that I need inside this. I just went ahead and rough fit and make sure we had everything we needed for a valve. We did order a nice valve. This is a plastic one. Plastic ball valve. We did order a very nice valve. I believe it's brass, through Amazon, but with everything with Amazon right now, it's gonna be like 2 to 3 weeks before we get it. Also, another project we're gonna be working on very soon, probably after this one, is I am making a swamp cooler. We did have a stand-up air conditioning system on loan from my brother. He had some issues with his air conditioning on his RV. Capacitor went out, and he ran into the same issue when he went to order the parts 2 to 3 weeks before delivery. So we gave that back to him because I have all the supplies we need to make a swamp cooler, and that's what we're going to do for the enclosed trailer for cooling. And swamp coolers work very well. We used them in Arizona when I lived out there. I had property south of Tucson near Nogales. It dropped the temperature inside the home about 30 degrees. So even though it's not a squirrel fan, it's just a box fan, we're going to do the same technique. We're going to seal it all up and everything. But that's for a different video. Right now, let's get started on this. With everything, make sure that you include your washers in there. Alright, now we just Teflon this end up here. This is our outlet. Actually, I can just hand tight this because this is plastic here, guys. I don't want to shatter anything, so we're just doing everything by hand. Alright, now we also have a gasket down inside this end here. This is screw on in. So there's a gasket on the reverse end of this. Let's get us some Teflon on this. Teflon, guys, is to make sure that you don't have any leaks. Let's see, screw in this way. So we want our Teflon going reversed so it doesn't unravel. But yeah, we went to stores today. We had to get some supplies, so yes, we broke our own quarantine. No, we didn't. There's nothing dangerous with that because we don't actually deal with anybody when we go to our storage facility to go get supplies, because there's nobody there. So we just go pull in. It's not gated. Well, it's gated, but the entrance is always open. And we just go get what we need and leave again. So we don't have to worry about running into people as far as getting all suited up and everything like that, thankfully, since we weren't in contact with anybody. And all the supplies and stuff we have in storage, it's been there since February, so we don't have to worry about any contaminations or anything like that in our storage facility. So saves us a lot of headache as far as that's concerned. Now this fitting here, we will tighten up because it's metal to metal. This is not the appropriate wrench, but it will work for what I'm doing right here. And all I'm doing is just tighten it down so that we don't wind up with an extra leak. Because on a water line, we don't want to leak. Now what I should have done is tested this ball valve out. It's been in storage for a couple months. It worked fine before. So I'm hoping that everything is still good with the ball valve itself. That is open there. That is closed off. So now I want to hook up our PEX. on this end here, mounted to the wall. That way we have a water spigot coming out to fill up our water jugs, things like that. But now I've got to tie in to our water lines inside the trailer and get all that hooked up. See this junction right here? This is probably going to tie in at again. This was a failed attempt. I ran a valve up in here before and it just didn't work. We won't go into details. It was just a failed attempt. So that was a quick repair. I'm thinking about just cutting in and replacing from here back. I'll see if you can see that. From here back. That way I free up this link here. And I'm just going to put a T-link, which will be one of these right here. Here. And just run my hose up. That way I do free up two of my end lines for our other lines going everywhere else. So, it will be water spray, unfortunately, because I just now unhooked the line. So, go ahead and hook up here. And there's some water. Alright. Now, these junctions right here are little PEX cinch clamps. Pull one of these up for you guys. That's these right here. Okay. Now use the PEX tool to crimp them down. Now on these, you've got an end right here with a little clip. You slide a screwdriver up in the back side of them and pry them open to relieve what you've already got here. So that's what we're going to do here. Now, I don't know if you can actually recycle and reuse these again. I just toss them because they are not very expensive. I mean, you get 100 of them for like $5 on Amazon. I believe that's what I paid for these. So, it's just easier and smarter to just replace them. Don't take a chance of having a failure once you get all your plumbing done. Alright, so we're going to cut back here, remove that, and we'll do the same on these. Now we'll free it all up, and like I said, we're going to replace this part hose here. And since this hose goes all the way back to the back of the toilet, I cannot get to it unless I take the whole toilet out. We're just going to put one of these T's right here on this end. The new hose is going to come here, and then we're going to branch off and run our water to our valve to the sink. We got our other piece of PEX installed. Let's go ahead and get some clamps here, cinch clamps. I'm going to take two. I'm going to slide on. We'll only need to clamp one end up here for now. So this is the iWiz or iWiz. I don't know. It works great though. I got this on Amazon. I forgot what I paid for it, but I got a decent price for it actually, considering that there was a lot of them that were very expensive, and this one here has been working just fine as long as I can catch it here. Alright, now go ahead and mold this around a little bit. See where we're going to need this at. Right there. Grab our cutters here, these guys. We'll trim this back hair. Slide it in place, like so. There we go. And then we'll clamp this end down here. Alright. Now we got that tied back into this water line. Now we'll run our line out for our spigot. We'll figure out how we're going to route everything here in just a second. Alright, so we tied in there. Sorry guys, I had to have two hands to do this and not have to worry about holding the camera. We tied in up here, we elbowed off, shot behind the mirror, behind the exhaust, hit another elbow, shot down, and I've got a small leak right there. So I'm going to take that apart, put some more Teflon there, but it works. So yes, there is a small leak right there. I will have to disassemble that, put more Teflon, and reapply that. So there it is. So as you guys can see, there's never a dull moment. I just about tripped over all that PEX. I've got a lot of work still to do. I've got to build that swamp cooler. It's a real simple design. The main component of that, besides the fan of course, is I'll be using Bondo and plywood. Bondo is going to use to waterproof the plywood, and of course we also got the evap filter pad that's going to be coming in from Amazon some point in time, that we'll be running our pumped water through. So it's a project, but we're always busy guys. So anyway, hope you enjoy the video. Y'all take care.